Hello everyone, I'm Dalton Burdett.
I'm Ryan Warner.
And we are the Movie Nights. Well, some of them. If you're listening to this, it's because you want to hear our uncensored and unfiltered thoughts and opinions about the world of movies. And we're going to talk about movies the same way we watch them, with delicious movie snacks. I got me some Trolleys and Mountain Dew.
Got some good old classic gummy bears and some Mountain Dew.
So sit back, kick back, relax, grab a snack, and thank you for being a part of the conversation. I'm getting closer to nailing it each time.
Yeah, very good.
We'll get there. We will get there. So, Mr. Warner, in our ongoing series, we are now going to be talking about movies from 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be just a crime to not mention the film that we literally just got done watching because I had not seen it.
Yep.
Called Bubba Hotep.
Yep.
And just for those of you who don't know, this is the greatest motion picture ever made. It is Bruce Campbell of Evil Dead fame plays someone who thinks that they are Elvis in sort of a nursing home mental hospital that gets interrupted, I should say, by an Egyptian mummy.
Named Bubba Hotep.
And it is up to Bruce Campbell's Elvis and another patient who's African American who thinks that they're JFK,
which they very may well be,
to stop the Egyptian mummy. And it's brilliant.
And Kemosabe's also in there. Kemosabe of the Lone Ranger and Tonto. So it's just riddled with big name people.
It is amazing. So Thank you so much for showing me that. Just the ridiculous silliness, and it was only made for $1 million. So
it's very inspiring.
Very, very low budget. It was awesome. So thank you again, Mr. Warner, for showing me the brilliance. And if you have not watched Bubba Hotep, do it. Please.
I don't know where you can find it because I've never been able to find a Blu-ray copy of it.
We had just the DVD of it.
Yeah, so thankfully my dad had that in the archives. So we're chilling.
Good. Moving on to other 2002 movies.
Well, I mean, while we're on the topic of Bruce Campbell, might as well bring up another 2002 movie, Spider-Man.
Oh my God. He should have played Peter Parker, I'll say it.
He should play every role in every single movie he's in.
Yeah, but obviously the 2002 Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man has a special place in my heart and pretty much everyone who's my age.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that movie when I was 6 years old. It still has stayed with me. I still think it's a really good movie. Mostly because of Sam Raimi. I think Tobey Maguire is an excellent Peter Parker. I think he's a good Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And obviously Bruce Campbell's cameo is legendary.
I agree with all of that, except there is one thing that does not hold up, and that is the body double. When he's swinging with Mary Jane, the only thing that looks fucking gross in that whole movie. Other than that, yeah.
Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, such an iconic villain performance. He does incredible in that movie.
He really does.
And I love that when he talks about it, he still is like, that was so much fun. Like, he's not
He would love to come back and like play another villain.
Yeah. I love the Spider-Man 2002.
Oh yeah.
Such a good movie. And this was the first one right after X-Men, when the movie studios started realizing, like, holy shit, these things can make money and they can be good. And cut to 20 years later, here we are.
Sony watched Evil Dead and was like, that guy, that's who we want.
Yeah.
Because Army of Darkness came out 9 years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
92?
Mm-hmm.
93? Something like that? Oh, so 10 years.
Just about. Maybe 95.
Maybe.
Something
Who knows?
That. But yeah, Spider-Man. Great film. I have all of the trilogy on 4K. Even the glorious third one.
The third one's not as bad as people say.
No. And the reason it's bad is not the reason people say it, because Peter Parker dancing is the best fucking part of that movie.
And tell us why, Dalton.
Because it is essential Sam Raimi. That is the most Sam Raimi part of that movie in a movie that was taken away from Sam Raimi. So therefore, I love the dancing.
Yep.
The muddled plot and the extraneous subplots that don't go anywhere is what's wrong with that movie, not the dancing. I'll say it. Anyway, moving back on to 2002 movies.
Yeah.
I know you haven't seen any Harry Potter movie.
Nope.
But we'd be remiss to not mention that Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the second Harry Potter movie, came out that year, which is, no Harry Potter movie is bad. Like, okay. I mean, some book fans are like, some of them aren't like the book, therefore they're bad, but you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But no movie is bad, but this, I will say, this is one of the lower tier Harry Potter films.
I pretty much know the basic plot of each movie. Which one happens in this one, though?
This is when kids start to get, like, frozen, like, petrified.
Okay.
And they think that Harry has something to do with it.
Is this the one with the fountain and the scary bathroom scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I know a little bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll binge them all one day. I have them all in 4K, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
Guess what else came out in 2002? Scooby-Doo with Matthew Lillard and Freddie Prinze Jr.
The most exciting thing about that movie is who wrote it.
James fucking Gunn.
Yep.
Of Guardians of the Galaxy fame.
And that movie is, the Scooby-Doo movie, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun.
It's fun as hell. The second one's fun too. I think they're both fun as hell. I miss them.
Oh yeah. What a time.
Also, Lord of the Rings Two Towers came out in 2002, which to me is the weakest, but I've actually recently talked to more Lord of the Rings fans who say this is their favorite, which shocked me because I always saw this as like the least. I mean, it's still great, but just like the least of the three. But Nick recently watched all the movies and he said 2 was his favorite. Same with Kyler, and I was really shocked by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because every time I hear like anyone talk about Lord of the Rings, they always talk about what'd you say, Two Towers?
Yeah.
Yeah. They always talk about this movie.
For me, it was opposite because I love Return of the King, and the camp that I mostly see people in is the third one is the best one.
Very fascinating.
So this whole new profound love for 2, I mean, I'm glad they like it, but it's just. But every time I think of a Lord of the Rings movie, I think of the part in Clerks 2 when they argue about Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, and it's so goddamn funny. So funny. We talked about Spider-Man. Here we go. Movie I haven't seen that you have. Gangs of New York came out in 2002.
Yes. Oh boy.
Please enlighten us.
So a little backstory as to why I watched this, because the whole like Martin Scorsese saying Marvel isn't cinema, I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna watch one of his movies. Although I've seen like Taxi Driver and Goodfellas and Casino, and like I thoroughly love those movies. I was like, let me watch another movie of his. Watched Gangs of New York. Nope.
Yeah, you told me you didn't love it. I never seen it, so I can't speak on it. But how was the acting though?
The acting, well, Daniel Day-Lewis is Daniel Day-Lewis. Like that is the only reason to watch that movie is for him. Leonardo DiCaprio is Leo. He doesn't really have the best accent because it's Irish New York, like whenever all the Irish immigrants are coming over. So it was like that time frame. A lot of big name actors in it, which was a lot of fun, but it just, it wasn't that good. Like I said, I just watch it
just
for
like wasn't that good on like compared to Scorsese's other films, or just as a film on its own?
Just as a film on its own.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. The scale, the feel of it was really good, like the atmosphere. But other than those two things, the atmosphere, the world that he built, the world he built, and Daniel Day-Lewis. Other than that,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I've been putting it off for years.
It's on Netflix right now, which is why I watched it.
There we go.
So,
also coming out in 2002 was the American remake of The Ring, which is a very good horror movie.
Haven't watched it though.
Really, really good.
I was actually in talks with someone at work the other day, and they love this movie. Yeah,
no, it's a really scary horror movie. Gore Verbinski made it. Same guy that directed Pirates of the Caribbean.
No shit. Okay.
Really, really good film. The one we've all been waiting for. Attack of the Clones came out in 2002. What a goddamn...
Here we are, boys.
No. In one of my film classes when I was at UCF, one of my professors, we were talking about digital cinema and like how Attack of the Clones like was a huge leap forward in movies being shot and projected digitally.
Really?
Like, I think this was the first movie to be exclusively screened digitally. It's one of them.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe exclusively shot digitally. It's one of those. And we were talking about digital cinema and like all the proprietors and things leading up to it. And we talked about like George Lucas inventing the Pixar computer, or Lucasfilm inventing the Pixar computer. Then he goes, and then in 2002, a movie called Attack of the Clones was the first movie to, I forget if it was shoot digitally or project digitally exclusively. And he goes, and that was 2002's Attack of the Clones. You know, that masterpiece. And everyone in the class started laughing.
Good.
It was wonderful.
Even through bad movies, like George Lucas is doing great things.
You can change the industry even with a bad film.
Yeah, because like you said a few episodes back, that Phantom Menace, I think you said shot between digital and film, and like people couldn't tell the difference.
People couldn't tell the difference. That was one of the first big things of like, oh wow, digital thing can work. Yeah. And now that's all young filmmakers know now is digital. I couldn't shoot on film. I wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
And
thank you for these cameras.
Yeah, right. No, but also, what's crazy is if you look at like the R&D of filmmaking, how films can directly be responsible for the making of other films. Like Jurassic Park happened because of the T-1000 and Terminator 2.
Really?
Like they watched that and they were like, "Holy crap, that looks so good. We can do dinosaurs." Then they did dinosaurs, and George Lucas was like, "Holy crap! I can make my Star Wars prequels." And you do the Star Wars prequels, and now how many visual effects things have happened because of the Star Wars prequels? It's just a whole thing, and you can kind of get a direct through line on
Fascinating.
movies that inspired the initial push to do that digital effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even now, like we have like perfect visual effects. Like when you watch Toy Story 4 and that cat's fur.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, that's good.
Also coming out in 2002. A movie I haven't seen, but Daddy Spielberg made it. It's called Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
My father loves this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've never watched it, but it's got Leo and Tom Hanks, and I've heard it's very, very good. Have you seen it?
No, but like you, I've heard it's probably one of his better films.
And it'd just be a shame not to mention it. So go ahead and comment below your thoughts on Catch Me If You Can, so our dumbasses can watch it.
Yeah.
Also coming out in 2002 was The Pianist, directed by Roman Polanski.
Yikes, yeah.
But great movie though.
A director I don't like, but a movie I love.
Adrian Brody, so good.
Yeah.
So good in this movie.
Absolutely. I will say, in high school, I took a Holocaust studies class. We watched that movie, and I cried. Like, that movie is beautiful.
Yeah.
And a killer performance.
Yeah. Coming also in 2002, a Brazilian movie called City of God, which I've never seen, but I've heard is fucking incredible.
Okay.
It's about like a child psychopath who grows up. I mean, he grows up, but like it flashes back, and the movie is famous for having scenes of like an 8-year-old with a revolver just taking out.
Oh, that's that movie? Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Never seen it, but it's seen as one of the greatest foreign films ever made, and
Really?
I've always really wanted to watch it. Yeah. So
Okay.
also, if you've seen City of God, let us know how good it is, so we can feel stupid and go watch it. Oh, guess what else came out in 2002?
Signs.
I was just about to say Signs.
Read
yes.
your mind, dude. It's like there's aliens or something about. But
Thoughts on Signs?
I think. Let me pull up his filmography before I make this statement, because I want to say
Who, M. Night?
M. Night. This is his best movie.
Oh, you think so?
But let me pull up his movies real quick.
Okay. I don't think.
Oh my God! No, he did The Last Airbender.
Oh,
No.
oh my God.
I will say, of the movies I have seen, this is his best movie. Yes.
You haven't seen The Sixth Sense.
Nope.
Ahaha. No, but
But I know the twist in that.
No, but yeah, but I mean, Signs is a good movie, and to me, it's not his best film, but I think it's a good film. However, I hate the ending.
What about it? Just like everything about
the
it?
twist and how you defeat the aliens.
Was it the water?
Yes, seemed pretty cop-outy to me,
Okay.
and now it is very scary. Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson are great, and I think it's a good movie. It's scary. I just hate how it concluded.
Okay.
But other than that, I think it's a good movie.
Interesting, yeah.
Another movie I haven't seen. 28 Days Later, directed by Danny Boyle.
Yeah. I've seen this.
Oh, all right. Here
Wow. Here we go. Fucking 2002. Who knew that was my year? Shit. I will say, not the biggest fan of this movie.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I know the look and feel they were going for was very intentional.
You just couldn't get past it?
Yep. For whatever reason, I could not get past it. The cinematography.
It looks like a VCR, right?
It looks like a VCR. The cinematography at some points is very rough and shaky.
Very dirty,
yeah, and like I just I couldn't get past it.
Okay.
But my boy Cillian Murphy is great in it.
And your boy Danny Boyle made it.
Yeah.
And it's seen as one of the better zombie movies. But I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I need to watch it for myself too. But just in the consensus is that it's one of the better zombie movies.
Interesting. I might have to go back and watch it with a different opinion because I've only seen it once. But not the biggest fan of it.
Okay.
Although it does do something very cool that I like. It has like a nightmare scene. Very, very cool. I won't spoil what happens in it. But there's
Don't the zombies sprint too? Don't they run?
I believe. Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, because at one point I think they're going up a stair shaft and they're just fucking chasing them. Yeah, dude.
The Bourne Identity came out in 2002.
This is the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a remake, but first one, Matt Damon. Directed by Doug Liman. A really great film. Started an incredible franchise, action franchise. And not only... The reason why this movie is so good is because it's probably the best character piece of all the Bourne movies.
Okay.
Because this movie is very much so about... Not only is like the mystery of like... He has amnesia and doesn't remember who he is, and it turns out he's a super spy. But throughout the movie, he gets increasingly frustrated that he can't remember the type of person he is. There's a great scene where he's sitting in a diner with the person he's on the run with, and he looks sad, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And he goes, "I know that there are 3 potential exits on how to get out of here. I know that guy's left-handed. I know that this person, if I was going to hit him, I'd shoot him in the knee because he has a weak knee, even though he doesn't have a cane." And he's going through this whole thing. He goes, he's like, "I know all of these things, but I don't know my name, and I don't know if I'm a good person." And it's like, holy shit! Like it's and the action's great. Now this utilized shaky cam very well.
Okay.
And the subsequent sequels do. They use it as a stylistic choice, not to hide choreography.
Is this one of the first movies that does it, or have they been doing that?
It's happened, but this made it famous.
Okay.
The problem was, after this movie, everyone tried to copy shaky cam, and they used it to hide bad choreography and poorly choreographed sequences, and then shaky cam became this unbearable thing in the early 2000s, and even in the late 2000s.
Yeah. And
thankfully, it's kind of going away. Because some people don't understand the difference between handheld and shaky cam either. These were shaky cam. Handheld is fine.
Yeah.
But they utilized it very well. The action scenes were very well done. And what people also don't remember is Matt Damon was not seen as an action person. This was the Good Will Hunting crybaby.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, and even then he was just a MacGuffin. Like he didn't, you know. And so when they put him in this movie, people were very hesitant on if he could pull it off. And he does the action brilliantly. He's amazing in it. Whenever good old boy here finishes franchise spotlight, we're going to move on over to the Bourne franchise, and we're going to do that as the next franchise spotlight, because the Bourne series is pretty awesome.
I do want to ask a question about the Bourne series first, before we switch movies. Did this movie... Did they know that there were going to be sequels? Like, did they set it up for a sequel? Or is it like, well, that was pretty good?
The first one, yes and no.
Okay.
It ended, and if it got a sequel... Actually, no, the first one kind of wraps up.
Okay.
The first one kind of wraps up. 2 ends with, like, there's going to be a third one.
Okay.
And 3 wraps up. But 1 and 3 wrap up, and then they did 4 and 5, but 1 and 3 wrap up very well. Like, they could have just made this one and not made another one.
All right. Because I was very curious about that, because your collection over there looks pretty thick.
Yeah, but 2 ends with the, like, they're doing a third one.
Okay.
Also coming out in 2002, unfortunately, is Men in Black 2. I'm not the biggest fan of Men in Black 2, although I love Johnny Knoxville so much.
Oh, yeah.
It also has that really awkward Michael Jackson cameo.
Mm-hmm.
It just it literally comes out of nowhere in a movie. You're like, oh, Michael Jackson. Hello, how are you? I thought it was a big step down from the first one. What about you?
I thought it was fun.
Yeah?
Like, I enjoyed it for what it was, yeah.
Okay.
But like you, I think it's a step down from the first one, but still I enjoy it for what it is.
Gotcha. Also coming out in 2002 was Chicago, the musical. Really, really fun musical.
I'm not a musical person.
I wonder if Joanna's seen it.
I don't know.
I wonder if Hannah's seen it too. I don't know. But it's got Renee Zellweger and Richard Gere. Really, really fun movie. It's no Moulin Rouge, but it's pretty fun. It's good. It might have... Hold on. Did it win Best Picture? For some reason, I'm remembering Chicago winning Best Picture. I'm going to look real quick. I hope it didn't. I'll be honest.
Wait, what movie? I'm sorry?
Chicago.
Chicago? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
My laptop is so slow.
So slow.
Yeah. Thank God I have this new computer. But yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah. Good thing we can edit.
Yeah. Did you have another 2002 movie you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So another 2002 movie that I love, hopefully you'll love, everyone loves, Lilo and Stitch.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that
movie. A movie about family is so, like, this...
Ohana?
It's so, like, what am I trying to say?
Heartwarming.
Yes. And they do it so well. And you wouldn't expect an alien to really catch your heart. And he does.
Great job, Critic
Thanks. Ryan. The animation, I love the animation in this. But
it did win Best Picture. Chicago.
Stitch?
Chicago.
Damn.
Sorry.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on Lilo and Stitch?
I love Lilo and Stitch. I have very fond memories watching it as a kid. Mm-hmm. As a kid, the bit when he plays the Otherfucker through his mouth fucking killed me. And I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, but like I just remember as a kid, I was like, for some reason in my little brain, I was like, this is the pinnacle of comedy.
Now, as a kid, I also loved the sequels. Now, I don't know if I could go back and watch them.
Never saw them, yeah.
Stitch has a glitch. Oh, so sad.
I remember that being advertised though. Oh my god, across Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with Stitch?
Jesus.
Mm.
Disney did always do those like straight to video sequels. Toy Story 2 was supposed to be one.
Really?
Toy Story 2 was supposed to be a sequel, and then someone from Pixar, I don't remember if it was John Lasseter or somebody, watched it early cut, and they were like, what the fuck? We gotta put this in theaters. This is too good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A comedy I want to bring up is Undercover Brother.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
I have not.
Fucking hilarious movie.
Yeah.
It's like a spoof off spy movies, but the opening is probably one of my favorite openings to a movie ever. He has like a, what's the 7-Eleven big cup?
Like a gulp.
Like a gulp, yeah. He has a gulp.
Yeah.
Oh, at the top open. And he has like a big Cadillac, and he's just driving around. And something happens where he ends up like turning the wheel to like avoid something, but he's just spinning out of control. And there's a shot of the big gulp, and it's just like the orange juice isn't even moving, but he's just spinning out of control, and it's fucking great. It's one of the best openings to a movie I've ever seen.
That's brilliant.
But the whole movie is just very funny with all the spoofs of like typical spy genre stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it's awesome. Another 2002 movie that I actually really like, directed by David Fincher, Panic Room. You ever heard of it?
I honestly have not heard of it.
It's not one of his better, like I think it's on the lower tier of his films.
Okay.
But it's got Jodie Foster and her daughter played by a young Kristen Stewart.
Really?
It's about there's a home invasion, so they just get in the panic room. And it's about them trying to figure out how to get out while the home invaders are in. So I really like this film. It's really good.
Fascinating.
David Fincher does that thing where his CGI is unnoticeable. And it's like really stupid when you watch the before and after VFX of like the CGI, and it's like, fuck, David Fincher, how do you always do this?
Yeah.
Social Network has 1,000 VFX shots.
Really? Holy shit.
More than the first Godzilla.
I haven't seen Social Network, but I have to watch it. Yeah.
Get it before we get to 2010.
Yeah. Another movie I want to bring up, I don't know if you've seen it, The Count of Monte Cristo.
I have seen this movie.
Really?
Yes.
Very fascinating.
Very
Well, Letterboxd says otherwise.
Oh, I don't have it on my Letterboxd?
Nope.
Well,
shamelessly fucking plugging Letterboxd.
Gotta take care of that shit right now. Isn't Henry Cavill in that movie?
Very, very young
Yeah.
Henry Cavill. I was rewatching this a few months ago, and he popped up, and I was like, holy shit, who is that? That looks like a child. I mean, he was not a child, but he was younger.
Yeah.
But I love this story of like his best friend framing him for murder or whatever, and then going to prison, coming back with a vengeance. I don't know. That revenge story is really good.
Oh yeah. Also,
I think it's based off a book.
Is it?
I think so.
Or is it a remake?
I think it's a remake, but I also think it's based off a book. I can fact check that.
Because I thought it was a remake. I'm not sure. Remember when we were doing the 2000 movies, and I said I think another movie told its story in reverse? 2002, Irreversible. That's what it was. I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, it's a French book.
Okay. I've seen clips from the movie, but I know that the movie's famous for having a, like, brutal, hard-to-watch rape scene.
Oof.
But since it's told in reverse, like, you don't know why this girl reacts negatively toward this guy, because the guy seems like a great person. But it's told in reverse, and then in one of the scenes, he, like, brutally rapes her. And then from then on, it's like, oh, that's why, like, in the beginning of the movie, it was... And it's, like, apparently it's extremely hard to watch.
Yikes.
But it's always a movie I've been fascinated to watch.
Who directed it?
His name is Gaspar Noé.
Okay.
Yeah. Another movie that I haven't seen and I'm ashamed of myself, but it'd be a shame not to bring it up, is Minority Report. Also directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought that was a Spielberg movie as well.
Yep, please let us know how good that movie is and make us feel stupid.
Peak cinema, though. Speaking of Johnny Knoxville, the first Jackass movie came out in 2002.
No shit! I love that movie.
God, what a fun time growing up with that movie.
I could just watch all 3 of those back to back and like call it a day.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
Stupid people abusing their bodies.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
It's fun.
Yep. And the fact that they miss it sometimes is what's funnier.
Yeah. I will say some of their, like, even though I know all of the, like, gags that they do, some of them still fucking, like, knock me on my ass, like, just laughing.
Oh, yeah. Always. 8 Mile came out in 2002.
Which one?
8 Mile.
Really? I still haven't seen it.
Really?
Yep. I see it everywhere. I'm like, oh, I'll watch that, and then I don't.
Really, really great movie. I think the director passed away recently.
Really?
I think so. I'm not
That's
sure.
sad.
Yeah. But Eminem is actually very good in the movie. And he doesn't play himself, but it's about him.
Yeah.
It's about his life. Great actors in it. Kim Basinger's in it. And it's a really great movie. And the way that it just utilizes storytelling. And it also kind of, in like the Academy's mind, because it won Best Original Song, Lose Yourself, was for that movie. And it kind of put rap in this different prestigious arc-light than it was previously seen in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just credit this movie for doing that, but this was a big stepping stone in seeing it as a more prestigious art form than what it used to be seen as. Dude, the first Resident Evil movie came out in 2002.
Shit. You want to talk about good zombie movies?
That's an old-ass franchise, yeah. Mila Djokovic is a badass.
You know what else came out in 2002? The Master of Disguise.
Oh my god, I hate that movie.
I remember as a kid watching that and always fucking cracking up when he does that turtle thing. For some reason, fucking 6-year-old Ryan thought that was the funniest shit ever, dude.
Oh my god. A movie that I'm really disappointed I've never seen because it's a Christopher Nolan movie. Insomnia came out in 2002, which is a remake, but it's a Christopher Nolan movie with Al Pacino and Robin Williams.
Really? Robin Williams? Okay.
And I've heard it's Chris Stuckman's favorite Nolan movie.
Really?
And John Campio's favorite Nolan movie. And I've never even seen it.
Shit.
I feel like shit. Not a true fan over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's apparently really, really good. And everything, like, I've heard about it seems wonderful.
Yeah.
Red Dragon also came out in 2002, or the only good movie that Brett Ratner made.
Red Dragon?
It's a Hannibal Lecter movie with Anthony Hopkins in it.
Still same...
I think it's a prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Guess what else came out in 2002? Die Another Day.
What else came out in 2002?
A movie called Unfaithful with Richard Gere and Diane Lane. That's a good movie. It's just about Diane Lane having an affair. That's all. The Sum of All Fears came out. The Jack Ryan movie with Ben Affleck.
I actually have not heard of this movie.
Yeah, you know, like the Jack Ryan movies?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck plays Jack Ryan.
Huh.
Yeah.
Fun.
It's
Another action franchise is The Transporter. The first one came out in 2002.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about these movies because I don't think we talked about them, but I think they're fun. Like,
I think they're perfectly serviceable.
Okay.
You know, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're not offensive, they're not great, they're fine.
Okay.
Because some of those sequels utilize shaky cam terribly. And which was annoying. That was one of the pitfalls of the following Bourne. I mean, they came out at the same time, but then after that they tried to be Bourne.
Yeah.
A movie that my mom loves came out in 2002 called A Walk to Remember, based off of the book by Nicholas Sparks, Sparky Boy.
I was wondering, it sounded really familiar.
Yeah, and I've actually read the book.
Okay.
Book's better than the movie.
Okay.
Movie is very, very sappy. It's not necessarily terrible, but it's very sappy. One of my favorite rom-coms came out in 2002. Sweet Home Alabama. It has Reese Witherspoon and Josh Lucas, who's in Ford v Ferrari. Patrick Dempsey's in it too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
but
what a hunk.
It's this cheesy rom-com about this girl who lived in Alabama, then she became like maybe a lawyer or a fashion person in New York, and then moves back and because she has to divorce her husband, but then realizes like the country couldn't be taken out of her, and then like falls in love again. It's so silly and stupid. There's always that one rom-com that just hit. I like it.
That one hits it for you?
Yeah, that one does it for me.
It's that might be a movie I'll have to skip because it just doesn't sound like along with
Fine,
musicals.
I'll bring Kyler.
Yeah, I'm not a big rom-com guy.
Equilibrium came out in 2002, the Christian Bale movie.
Equilibrium.
It's not very good. It's a sci-fi movie.
Okay.
It's based on a famous book, or maybe it's a remake of something. Like I think it might be a telling of 1984. I'm not
Okay.
sure. It's not great, but it's like a cult. It has a cult following. It's
Yeah.
just a really fun, ridiculous action movie. Ghost Ship also came out in 2002, which is not a good movie, but the opening scene is fucking rad.
Sounds familiar.
It's these people on this like Titanic type ship, and then one of the cables comes loose and just slices through everybody and kills them.
Oh, so like a Final Destination
Creating
on
the
a boat.
ghost ship. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, those are pretty much all the movies I've seen.
Oh.
Oh, no, fucking Spy Kids 2. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I got 2 back to back here in a minute.
Oh my god. Talk about one of the best sequels of all time. Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams. Again, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Yes.
Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Yep. You want to talk about a good spy spoof?
Holy shit, Ice Age, the first one. That
Me and-
movie is fucking great.
Me and Joanna were actually talking about that movie last night. Funny
Really?
enough, yeah. God. It still makes me crack up.
It's so great. The fucking squirrel makes it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how do we even talk about 2002 and not mention Blade 2 by Guillermo del Toro?
Haven't seen it.
Oh my god, dude. Both, the third one's bad, but Blade 1 and 2 are great.
Yeah.
And 2 is, I personally think 2 is better. Guillermo del Toro is obviously an amazing director.
Yeah.
And what he does with Blade is so good. And Wesley Snipes is just the shit.
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds? Or is he in all of them?
He's in 3.
He's in 3. Okay.
Yeah, he's the only good thing about the third one.
Okay.
Just some quick notable ones before we wrap up. Adaptation came out in 2002, where
Nick
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage got nominated for one of his Oscars.
He can act.
Yeah, he's a great actor when he wants to be. Punch Drunk Love came out that year.
Is that Anderson?
Paul Thomas Anderson,
Yeah.
starring Adam Sandler. And
I
it's-
heard that's one of his best
I've never seen it, but I've
performances.
heard it's one of his best performances. And coming up on Uncut Gems, we might have to visit that one.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet.
Okay.
I have very fun memories with that movie.
Yeah, 2002 is actually not that bad of a
Yeah,
year
pretty
for
good
cinema.
movies, yeah. Eli Roth's Cabin Fever.
I actually have not seen that many Eli Roth movies.
It's very Eli Roth. That's all you need to know.
Like gory and just fucking yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I say that's
That wraps it up.
yeah. I mean, there's other movies I've seen on here, but I don't really want to talk about.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. But that'll just do it for the look back in 2002 movies. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find us on Facebook at Movie Nights, Instagram and Twitter at Nights_movie. And if you're listening on SoundCloud, please subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/c/movie nights. And if you listen to us on YouTube, but you only want to listen to the audio, you can always download us on Apple Podcasts. Anything else, Ryan?
Be cool.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.